officially live. Sorry for the delay. We had a little internet hiccup, but hopefully everything will be fine.
Yeah.
Now
Thanks
that
for
we're
hanging
with
in
you.
there.
Yes, thank you everyone for hanging in the chat. You were still active and saying where you were from. That was great to see. For those of you that didn't join us yesterday, this is a 3-day event. We started yesterday with Kim Vu, and we are back. So just to see what's happening this week every day, so today and tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. we have hand lettering with Kim Vu. 11:30, Howard Pinsky is doing a daily creative challenge in XD, and then 12, Peck, the impeccable, is going to be doing UX design. So stay tuned for all that. Right now, we're going to be continuing with Kim. Yesterday, she showed us her awesome cactus and plant letters that she does to create pins. So if you want to watch the replay, that's available to you to see everything we did yesterday. And today she's going to be showing us how she customizes lettering to create her own phrases and that she uses to share on Instagram or branding or that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. So let's say hi to everyone. Thanks, Val. She says our shirt and scarf are fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Kim has a great collection of scarves, which we've
Every
established.
day I've decided to wear a new scarf. This is mine for day 2.
It's very cute.
Although I did have a yellow one, and I was telling Ari that I wish that I had worn that to match her today.
I know. We can't have it all.
Yeah.
Hey, Walter from Tampa. Hey, Jordan. I saw you in the chat earlier. Thanks for your compliments. Hi, Anel. Good to see you again. Anel has been joining us for a long time.
Oh, thanks for joining,
Hey.
Anel.
Pokey, JC, Ariana, Huxel, of course. Good to see you. Hannah.
Hi, Hannah.
Let us know if it's your first time on Adobe Live, and we'll give you a special shout out. And
Can
feel
I give
free.
some birthday shout outs, actually?
Of course.
So yesterday I was supposed to give a special birthday shout out to Grandma Ruthie. It was her birthday yesterday.
Your grandma?
My fiance's grandma.
Oh,
but
so
she's
your
kind of like my
grandma,
grandma. But she turned 93, so happy
Wow.
birthday, Ruthie.
Happy birthday, Ruthie.
And my friend Jeff, it's his birthday today. So happy birthday, Jeff.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
Who else's birthday is today?
Yeah,
Let us
that's
know.
a good question. You have very good company. First timer, Kat. Welcome, Kat.
Thanks for joining, Kat.
Welcome, Pokey. Welcome, Soyeon. Hopefully we will see you more and more in the chat now that your first time is over. Erin, first time from London. Karen's from Armenia. Hannah says, happy birthday, Grandma Ruthie.
Thanks, Hannah. I'll let them know. Hopefully they'll see this in the chat.
Yeah. Does Grandma Ruthie chat online?
I don't know, but I should get her on for day 3. I'll make her an account for day 3.
Yeah, 93. It's not too late.
Oh, yeah, she's hip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. So for those of you that aren't familiar, I just want to recap the 36 Days of Type competition that we have. So it's what day is it today? What date? First of all, I need to know what day of the week and what date it is. It's day 16 of the 36 Days of Type. So for those of you that aren't familiar, go on this URL, so the blog.adobe.com 36 Days of Type, and it'll show you all the details. We actually have a competition going on at Adobe. It's not during this stream, it's a whole event that's going on for 36 days. So look this up and participate, and all you have to do is use these hashtags, 36 Days of Type, 36 Days with a letter, and to take part in Adobe's contest, you use 36 Days Adobe, and it ends on May 8th. And you have a few options. You can use any Adobe tool, you can use Adobe Dimension, and they show you like a collection of 3D models and all this stuff that you can do. Val has just kindly put a link up in the chat, so check out that link And 6 winners will be selected to get a 1-year Creative Cloud subscription.
Wow.
So we'll pick 6 winners on May 8th, and we have a panel of judges that will look at your submissions. And once you've used that hashtag, you're automatically included. So please take advantage. It's a really cool challenge. This is some of the stuff that people have done the past years, like very creative, very motivational, because you have to do something every day.
Yeah.
So I've been participating. You can check out my entries on my Instagram. And if I can do it, you can do it, because I have never done a challenge like this before, and it's a lot of work. And I know a lot of people who have done like the 100-day challenge.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
All this stuff.
Have you done that one?
No, this is the first time I've done something every day.
That's your next marathon. 36
Yeah.
days and then the 100 days.
Totally. So Val can put my Instagram link and Kim's link up in the chat so you can check out Kim's work and my 36 days work. So that's that. So towards the end of the stream, we'll be showing your 36 days of type stuff that we find on Instagram, just to give you some little inspiration. And let's just jump into Kim's workflow and see what she's going to be doing today.
Yeah, so before I start, I have 2 phrases that I want to do, and I need your help picking it. So I'm going to just type it out, and then maybe the chat can help me decide which one to do.
Okay. So we have tracked out Brandon Grotesque here.
Oh gosh, I don't know how that happened.
It's got a lot of air in it.
It's for style, you know, because we're talking about style today.
Yeah. Hey, Robzilla. He's gonna win. Oh, I want to see your letters.
Okay, so I have these 2 phrases that I'm thinking of doing, and yeah, I was wondering what the chat thinks, which one I should do.
Okay, so take it easy or OMG snacks. Which phrase do you think is better for Kim to do?
And I'm just gonna get started.
Start voting.
Yeah,
for
start
us.
voting while I get prepped.
Are you equal with both? You like both of them the same?
I feel like I'm leaning towards a preference.
I have an inkling that the chat will like the snacks one better, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll see. Okay, people have started voting. Hillary says snacks. Lauren says take it easy. Dana says OMG snacks. Kit says take it easy. Oh, it's like alternating. Every single person has a different thing.
For the love of snacks, take it easy. These are hard to work for me. Oh my God, snacks. You guys are reading my mind, because that's exactly what I want to do.
The second one, please. D is so polite.
Oh,
everyone
D.
else is like, snacks, obviously. And D's like, the second one, please.
Well, let's see how far I get, because maybe I can just do both. But I'll start off with the snacks.
Thanks, everyone, for voting.
Okay, so
hi, Dune.
I kind of wrote this little guide here. These are things that I think about when I'm creating letters, or the style of my letters is the angle of the letters, the width and height, the counter shapes, the contrasts, the stroke endings, and if there's any kind of tool influence that goes into the shapes.
Can we talk about this a little bit? Because I think a lot of people might not be familiar with what counter shapes means and what contrast means. Like, what is inverted contrast?
Yeah, for sure. So I'll talk about, so I'm just going to start drawing it, and I'll talk about it as I'm developing the letters.
Cool.
Okay. So.
Hi, Stefan. Hi, Daniel. Hi, Jose. Hi, Valeria. It's great to see all of you joining. Keep saying hello as we go along and ask any questions you might have. I just anticipated some questions, just wondering if people know what some of these words mean that we use when we talk about typography. So if you have any specific questions, feel free to ask in the chat, and I'll do my best to answer or convey to Kim to see what answer she has. So we're going to talk about some basic principles now.
So
I love this. Hi, welcome back, Kita.
So I'm just going to start drawing the first one, which is the O. I'm actually gonna make it bigger because this is too small.
Hannah says, thinking about going to get an iced coffee, but I don't want to miss anything. You can just watch the replay or rewind a little bit. But okay, when you get your iced coffee, let me know and we won't do anything. We'll just like stop and wait for you to come back. Hi Vishal, welcome.
So I'm just starting off by just deciding what the O shape looks like.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to make it look a little funky because usually when you think about the way O's look, they're like this, right?
Yeah. Or if you rotate the O you made, that's kind of a more conventional O.
Yeah, and so this spot in the middle here is the counter shape. And so I'm deciding that for the style of these letters, I want it to be horizontal and not vertical because I could have easily done something like this. But I just decided the shape should be a little more squat.
Yeah, so that also is inverted contrast. So she has those style of letters factors that are above in the list. And counter shape is what she just talked about, that hole in the O, the middle of the O. And then the contrast is where the thickest and thinnest parts of the letters are and how thick and thin they are. So if you have a typeface with very thin lines and very thick lines, that's high contrast, versus a monoline typeface would be low contrast or monoline lettering. And then inverted is when everywhere you thought was going to be thick is now thin. Just like this O, usually the top and bottom of the O are thinner than the sides, but this is inverted or reverse, and it makes it look kind of more interesting to the eye. It kind of evokes like Western wood type kind of thing, like Wild West, because a lot of wood type was inverted like that. Alejandro, hi from Colombia, welcome. Hi DH Studio, hi Emir from Bosnia.
And then I'm just gonna quickly talk about the angle. So right now I'm deciding that I want the angle of my letters just to be straight. But if you wanted to change the style, you can decide that you want your angle to be a little bit more of a slant. And if you do that, then I would have drawn the M more like this.
Yeah, so like italic would be a slanted angle.
Yeah, so subtle changes like that can help you develop like the style of what you want to draw.
It's great to have these parameters listed so that it helps you to be creative and think outside the box. Because if you just think like, oh, am I gonna make my letters black or white? Those are parameters, but they're not gonna change your shapes and take you somewhere that's different than where you've already been. So if you have more parameters that are more detailed and can dictate the style of your whole piece, and you remind yourself of those, I think that's a great strategy.
Yeah,
so,
that's just like the best way for my brain to think.
Yeah.
You know, by starting out with those parameters.
I'm glad we have a lot of people in the chat because we're gonna do our chat and win. As you can see the countdown, there's 1 minute and 20 seconds left. So what happens with the chat and win is that we pick someone randomly from the chat and we give you a gift. So we are giving away 100 free stickers from Sticker Mule. And Sticker Mule is the fastest and easiest way to buy custom stickers. You can upload your design and make the stickers you want. And it's an awesome opportunity. As you can see, I love stickers. Kim doesn't really like stickers on her laptop. But if you've been wanting to create a sticker out of your own design, this is so great for you. So you can get 100 for free. And all you have to do is stay active in the chat. So if you are watching right now and you want to participate, just say something in the chat once I give you the signal and the screen changes. And you can win. Now we're working on the G.
Yeah, so I can't really decide how I want the tail of the G to look, so I just pulled up some references and then experiment with that. Ooh. What just happened, guys? We're just having all kinds of technical difficulties today.
Okay, so let's start the chat hype, Kim. So everyone get active in the chat and let us know. Take it easy or OMG snacks. You can use those phrases to stay active. So let's go, chat and win. And we're back. Let's see.
Woo.
Everyone get chatting. Hype, hype, hype.
Snacks, snacks, snacks. Snacks and stickers. Snacks always.
There's everyone's in the chat. Rocio, Victor, Jamie, Ariana, Vienna, Corey, Kita. Omar.
Getting hungry. Dawn's getting hungry.
Is it lunch yet? Oh, Cheetos, cookies, Fritos. Everyone's hungry.
We're making everybody hungry with this chat and
this
win.
happens every time. Rocio, congratulations.
Yay, congrats, Rocio.
Mogel, you won. Stickers from Sticker Mule. Let us know what kind of stickers you're going to create. Have you ever made custom stickers before? That's very exciting. Thanks for being active in the chat, everyone. And for those of you that did not win, we still have a promotion for you. You can get 10 stickers for $1 using this URL. So just use this link, go on Sticker Mule, and you will automatically have that discount applied. So start making stickers, everyone. Pokey's like, this is chaos. The chat. So chaotic. OMG.
So making the first style of G, seeing how that looks. I feel like this needs to be. Just to see.
Huxel says, snacker mule. Huxel, you're so good with words. I don't know if I should be encouraging you to do more puns, though.
All right, what's your favorite snack?
I love potato chips or tortilla chips.
But like plain potato chips, or like there's a certain flavor?
I think plain, or like barbecue, sour cream and onion. Cool Ranch Doritos, I really like.
Cool Ranch is good. Cool Ranch is good in anything.
Yeah, ranch. I'm a big fan of ranch. A lot of people know this.
Have you had ranch burgers? You can get those ranch packets, and then
you put it in the meat?
Yeah, it's so good.
Oh, okay. That's gonna be my new thing. You guys, so I like the fact that Isaac asked this question about your design inspiration, because Kim and I were just talking yesterday about some books that we have read or own on lettering and design. And I thought some of you might want to know some of our inspiration and the people that we look up to. And Kim shared some books too, and I have them all pulled up on Amazon. I can show you.
Yeah, I found that we kind of had similar books for inspirations.
Yeah, so Kim reminded me of this book, the Speedball textbook. This is so classic. It's a really great book, and it's really expensive here, $120.
It's actually not supposed to be that expensive. I think you can get it for $13.
There's used ones too. But I highly recommend this as a way to just find different styles of lettering that have been around forever. This is an older book. I also found this one that she has looked at as well because it's a little bit more of a sign painter vibe. So this is really cool. Highly recommend. Ken Barber wrote the introduction, so that sells it for me if he endorsed it. And then this is a book that I actually own that one of my friends gave me, and it's one of those not very high profile, but it's a really great book for finding new styles of brush lettering and learning really how the tools work. So I highly recommend it. I see a lot of books on Amazon that have catchy like title pages and stuff, but they don't really get into the techniques, and I think this one would be really helpful. And then this one is also one of those that's a little lower profile. I would say anything by Michael Harvey, definitely buy it if you see it in a used bookstore. He is a really awesome lettering artist and type designer who was more active back in the 80s and 90s, but he has some great styles in this book, just great for inspiration, and he does a lot of tutorial stuff in his books too. And then our friends Jessica Hish and Martina Floor both have really great books about lettering.
And those two are kind of like my favorite too when I reference lettering. Like that's kind of how I taught myself, is to reading those two books.
Yeah. So we both have these books and love them. And these are great for learning how to sketch, get your ideas out on paper, and then how to refine. So they both take you through their process, and highly recommend getting these. They're also really beautiful. So those two, highly recommended. And then all the rest that I showed you, when you're looking on Amazon, just be a little cognizant of how much training and detail the authors put into their books, because I've seen so many, and I wouldn't want you to get caught in buying all these books that are just like decorative and kind of gimmicky and don't show you the principles of how to sketch, what letters are supposed to look like, all of these principles that Kim has written down here, like how a tool influences your letter. That kind of thing is really important. So just a little inspiration and guidance for you. And let us know if you have any lettering artists that you're inspired by, and we can all learn, because everyone has people they follow or people they've taken workshops from that maybe we haven't met before or don't know about. So feel free to share in the chat. And you've been busy doing your G's.
Yeah, I feel like there's so many different options I can play around with the G.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna move on to the other letters so I can just have them all sketched out first.
Yeah, just get your style out there. I'm so impressed that you can do all this on the tablet. So for those of you that don't know yet, if you weren't here yesterday, Kim is using a Wacom Cintiq 13-inch, and she's using her stylus. And it mirrors the displays between her laptop and her Wacom, and she uses her laptop to do all these fun, quick shortcuts. So she's constantly like shortcutting.
You can't see, but there's stuff happening over
She's
here.
like a DJ. Oh, great names. Anel says Ellen Lupton. She has a great couple books, I think, not only one book. A lot about typography and how to set type, as opposed to focusing just on creating letters. So that's really useful for a graphic designer. Ina Saltz, really great. She's a legend in the field. Gemma O'Brien.
Gemma's great.
Yes, very inspiring. Gemma is definitely one of those idols that we look up to, and like you were saying, you love the idea of making more murals.
Oh yeah.
She makes so many murals.
I know. And her murals are amazing
Yeah,
too.
it's
There's
really
so much
impressive.
detail in all of it.
Yeah.
I think the books are great too for learning the fundamentals. I think for other inspirations, I actually like to just walk around the city and seeing all the hand-painted signage in the storefronts. I think that's also really inspiring to me because a lot of those letter forms aren't exactly correct, but that's the great thing about that is because they create some shapes that you would have never thought of.
Yeah.
So that's another good source too, is just looking around you and seeing the signs around your neighborhood.
Yeah. I love looking at signs. And once you start taking an interest in signs, any walk around will be entertaining, or any drive. And your travels will be more entertaining. Like, ever since I've been interested in typography, every time I travel, I'm like, I'm in like a really dirty city center and it's terrible, but look at these signs. They're so cool. Like, I'll always find something to entertain me. Alejandro, I'm looking at that Instagram account you posted. Is that you? It's pretty cool lettering stuff.
Whoa, that's awesome.
Yeah. Ken Barber, Anel, yes, we talked about Ken yesterday too.
Yes, I can't wait for his workshop.
Yeah, that's gonna be so fun.
It's too bad he doesn't do more workshops here on the West Coast, though.
I know. If he did, I would totally go.
Ken, come to the West Coast if you're listening.
Yes, we'll come. We'll come to your workshop.
Yeah.
He's doing one in New York, if any of you are in that area, in June, I believe. Hey, Munir, welcome. I was waiting for you. We just showed some books on lettering. I don't know if you saw it. You always ask about books, so rewind if you didn't see. Oh, I like how you're using components from the other letters to create your new letters.
Yeah, I think they're kind of a family, so they have similar shapes that you can just pull. Like the A, the E, and the O are similar. So I'm just using those relationships to create the other letters.
Nice. Catherine, Ken is going to be in Manhattan doing his workshop. It's tied to the Typographics Conference. So you can look up Typographics 2019 at the Cooper Union, and they have a schedule of all the workshops that are being offered there. I'll be at that conference, but unfortunately I can't spend all the time doing Ken's workshop because I have to work while I'm there. My normal job. Oh, double story A. Very interesting.
We'll see how
Or
this
it's an
goes.
eye with an eyebrow. So how many of you are doing the 36 days of type? Let me know. And how many of you know about the Adobe competition? May 8th, we're gonna pick 6 people as winners. So check that out if you haven't seen it already. We're doing some lettering to inspire you here. Today was the letter P, tomorrow's Q. We're going along with the alphabet with the 36 days, and then it's gonna be the numbers 0 through 9. So it's fun. Hannah, yes, you should go to a conference. It's great to meet people, and there's always cool workshops and cool talks.
And Letter West is a great conference too. It's specifically for lettering, if you guys are interested in that.
Yeah, Letter West is a new one. I think it's gonna be really cool too. There's gonna be great guests. Val created a poll for people to vote on which phrase they liked, and OMG Snacks has 85% of the vote.
You guys are all hungry, that's why. But so am I.
Yeah. Oh, Hannah says, was just looking into Letter West today. Yeah, you should go. Kim is going to be there.
Yeah, I'm taking Ken's workshop there, and I might be going to the conference. And I think they also have like a more intimate retreat, which is a smaller group, but then you get to spend more time with your lettering idols.
Isn't that what you did last year? The retreat?
I did the retreat, and it was great. I think it was Nick Masani, Ricardo Gonzalez, and Jessica Hirsch.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a great group.
Someone needs to give us a snack, Kita says. I know. So in 45 minutes or later on in the stream, we're going to be looking at some submissions for 36 Days of Type. And if you want to see more information, just click on the challenge tab. It's not a challenge for today, it's more of a participation in the overall event of 36 days. And if you use the hashtag 36days_Adobe, we'll probably see your work in this stream. So if you submit it close to that deadline, it'll be one of the recent posts on Instagram. So that's a cool way to get your work seen.
So I'm going to do the K, and when in the other screen I talked about like width and height of the letters. So you can also establish the baseline, which is this bottom one right here, the X height and then the ascender, and you can define how high and how short you want the letters, and that also can define the style. So I decided that I want the K to look a little bit shorter to kind of fit with the rest of the other letters.
What's your favorite snack while you're working?
Ooh. This is really bad. Hot Cheetos.
Oh.
Hot Cheetos.
For a while, my team had Cheez-Its at the office.
Cheez-Its.
Have you ever had Cheez-Its?
Is it the little squares?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love those. I like the jalapenos, Cheez-Its.
Oh, you like hot stuff.
I like the spicy stuff.
Yeah.
I have a pretty high tolerance for it.
Cheez-Its are one of my favorite snacks, along with chips. Anything crunchy and salty. I'm not a sweet snack person. Cam says Go-Gurt. Ugh.
Go-Gurt. I haven't heard that since elementary school. Do they still have that in stores?
That's so funny.
That's
A
funny.
friend of mine taught me that if you eat Cheetos with chopsticks, your fingers don't get cheesy. That's what Dana says.
I feel like I've seen that life hack somewhere too.
Yeah, definitely seen that.
Can you imagine though, like me holding a Wacom and like chopsticks in the other hand?
So much multitasking. What are you gonna do for your keyboard shortcuts?
Oh,
Use the
right. Yeah,
use
that's
the
true.
chopsticks?
I'm just gonna have to stop working and just eat Cheez-Its.
Robbie says peanut butter filled pretzels. Am I right? I love those too. I really like pretzels. I found this stuff at Safeway. It's this chocolate bark with pretzels in it. It's really good. So I say I don't like sweet things, but if it's like sweet with salty and it has pretzels, it's totally my jam. It's my new thing.
Have you had the white chocolate covered pretzels?
Yeah.
Those are so good.
Yeah, those are good.
Okay, I feel like this S is gonna be a bit of a challenge.
Hola, Luis.
Let's see what I can do.
Oh, that's a cool idea. Kim is using a Wacom Cintiq. That's what she's used to using. She just got an iPad, right?
I just got an iPad, but I haven't been able to use it because I'm so used to the shortcuts.
Yeah.
And I know there's like really amazing gestures, but I haven't had the time. But I've seen some amazing things that you can do with it.
Yeah.
How do you like yours?
I like it a lot. I was telling Kim that I use the iPad, like for this 36 days of type, I've been using the iPad to draw all my letters because I'm like on the go a lot. I'm at work, I'm on the bus home. When I get home, sometimes I don't have time, or I have something I'm doing in the evening, and like I'm in an Uber on the way there and I have my iPad. So it's great to just take with me. And then every time we hit a stoplight, I draw a straight line. Like I can sketch in the car, and then when I have to do straight lines, I wait for the stoplights.
Well, what do you do when you're at your destination? Do you just stay in the car, or do you just work later?
I put it in my bag and work later. I'm always putting it away and taking it out. Or like if someone's late to the restaurant, I'm like, oh, I have 5 minutes till they get here. And then I draw something. Hey, Kushal. Hey, Ola Gundoye. Do you go by Ola? And Robbie says, I use Astropad with iPad. Yeah,
is that the thing that mirrors your
Yeah,
your
so
screen?
you'd be working kind of like you are now, but you just need that Astropad app to turn your iPad into a...
That might be a game changer because
Tablet like
there's
that.
a lot of cords that I have to bring with this, and it's kind of nice to maybe find something else that doesn't have that.
Yeah, because then you can use Wi-Fi. Robbie says USB connection, but Wi-Fi available.
Oh.
So maybe, or Bluetooth or whatever. Isaac says, what are some of your favorite places to work in San Francisco?
Coffee shops are great, but it's really hard to find a coffee shop that has a lot of outlet spaces.
Oh.
I find that a lot of coffee shops don't have outlets because they don't want people to stay as long.
Yeah.
There's actually one that I used to go to a lot, the one we go to in Potrero,
Oh,
where I met
Farley's?
you. Yeah, they actually took out all their outlets recently.
Oh.
And I used to work there all the time. Now I can't go back there.
Oh, no.
But
There's
they-
a place by my house called Beacon Coffee.
Mm-hmm.
You should check that out.
Is it pretty big?
Yeah, it's like not very big, but it's a good size, and people are sitting there working all day long. And it's a really cute place.
I have to check
I'll
it out.
send you the link.
Yeah.
Or I'll show
Now
it
everybody
to you.
knows where to find me.
I know. Just kidding.
Just kidding. Don't go there. Or do. Say hi.
Say hi if you see her. Okay, so for those of you that have just joined, Kim has been working on this custom lettering piece that says OMG Snacks, and she's just working on how her letter shapes will look. It's pretty rough at the moment. She started with the O, so as you can see, all the other shapes are kind of influenced by the O, and we talked about the contrast, so it's like reverse contrast. Everything is heavy on the top and bottom and thin on the sides, just to make it a little more funky. And she's copy pasted a lot of the elements to create new letters just as a starting point. So that's a really cool, efficient way to work to get a consistent style across all your letters.
I feel like the stem should be a little bit thicker. I think a lot of people that I've met that do lettering always talk about struggling to find their own style.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually want to know what people think about how they develop their own style, and if, yeah, any challenges and how they find their own style. Let us know.
I don't think I have a style yet.
Do you
I
want to
just
find a
do
style?
whatever. I do. I want to have something more distinctive, but I think I'm still experimenting.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes a while to experiment and see what you're comfortable with, or see what you can offer that's unique. Is that going to be the new M?
I think so. I think this M fits better.
I was going to tell you you need a wider M.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going to say anything yet.
Yeah, I felt it. I heard you telepathically. And these are just the things that you just find out as you build the other letters. Is like once you do that, then you'll see that maybe there's one that just kind of sticks out and you have to figure out how to.
Yeah, and this whole 36 days of type thing is cool because it's one letter by itself every day. But when you're doing lettering work, or even when you're working with fonts and you're setting type, it's all about how the letters work together. So it's all about consistency and fitting together and harmony. So keep that in mind. It's great to glorify one letter by itself, but in the real world or when you're creating composition, even if you say like, oh, this M is so cool, if it doesn't fit with anything else, then you might have to sacrifice some of it. Like maybe it can't be as decorative, or it has to be thinner, or more condensed or more wide or whatever.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to sacrifice one of these G's towards the end. I kind of like them both, but I don't know which one's just gonna fit better in the overall composition.
Yeah. Val says, as the artist, it's harder for you to detect your own style.
Definitely.
That's true.
I think I've said that before too, where I would tell people I don't have a style, and they're like, I can totally understand your style. And I'm like, what? I don't see it.
Yeah.
So maybe asking somebody else to
Yeah,
look at
ask
your work.
somebody else, like, what about my work do you think is distinctive? And then they'll tell you, and then you'll be like, okay, that's my style. Shell says, I think I've seen a font similar to this.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of fonts that have this reverse contrast look. Honestly, there's a font similar to everything. There's tons of them out there.
But they all have very slight differences, right? Like we were talking about how I was saying how Brand and Grotesque looks a little bit like Gotham, and you were explaining there's a tiny difference between the way the letters are constructed.
Yeah. And the more you get into typography, the more you know. Like, that difference is huge to you.
Yeah.
It starts out being tiny and then gets bigger and bigger, then you're like, oh, these are totally different. So it's fun to get more and more familiar. I like that having really small space between the letters. It looked really cool.
Which one?
When the OMG was really, like now, when it's really close together.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
It fits with the personality, right?
Yeah. Pokey says, the worst thing is that if someone tells you your style, you might not believe it or want to change it. That's true. If they're like, I love how everything you do is pink. And you're like, oh no, I don't want everything to do pink.
I know, you're like, what?
Yeah.
I feel like I lost the C. It's okay.
Oh no.
The C and the O are friends, and I'll
Yeah.
just make another one.
Munir says, should I use a Wacom or iPad to draw letters instead of using a mouse?
Ooh, I used to be able to draw with a mouse, and then I started using the Wacom, and now I can't go back. But I do find that using a Wacom, you can have more control of the letters, but that's just a personal preference. I think you should definitely experiment and see what feels comfortable to you.
Yeah, it's all about your own experience and what feels comfortable. Mohammed says, I usually carry a sketchbook with me instead of my iPad for sketching on the go. I think that's great. The only reason I don't do that is because, well, I've been talking about this specific time period that I'm doing the 36 days of type, and I have like an hour a day to do a letter. So the shortest amount of time I can do it in is the best. So if I like start drawing straight on my iPad, then I can use that drawing instead of drawing on the sketchbook and then taking it into the iPad. But if I was doing something longer term, I would definitely always start on paper. That's just my MO. Kim is much more comfortable using her tools digitally, so she can start straight with the Wacom, which is cool.
Have
So-
you heard of Paper-like?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have it for your iPad?
I don't have it, but I've heard of it from Will Patterson. We did a live stream with him a couple years ago, and he loves using the iPad, so he was telling me that that's a really good way to emulate the texture of paper and make it more comfortable.
I bought it, and it does feel like it's great. Because I
Maybe
used
I
to
should
have
get
that
it.
problem, is I always feel like I sketch better on paper,
Yeah.
even though I think it's just a mind thing.
Yeah.
And when I put it on my iPad, it actually works just like it.
Hmm. Oh, you're testing the different G's.
Testing it
That's
out.
hard because it collides.
It does. I feel like the first one might work better because I can probably make it shorter.
Yeah, I think I like the one on the left.
The left. This is gonna be tricky though.
You could somehow make the bottom part of the G interlock with the C or something.
Girl. Let's try it.
If they were different colors and they somehow one was behind the other.
I wonder, let's see. I'm just gonna do this.
You could also make the G even smaller, like the bottom part. Oh, whoa! That's kind of cool. It's turning into like a cool logo type.
Yeah.
This was a snack brand.
If somebody wants to start a new chip brand,
Yeah.
something that's salty and sweet, right? But also spicy. We need a spicy version.
Yes. It can be like caramel popcorn flavor and jalapeno flavor. Different ones, different ones.
Oh, okay, good.
That was so nice of you to pretend you liked it. Kita asked about my laptop stickers. Wow, that's a whole conversation.
Tell us.
One of them is from Type at Cooper. It's a type design program at the Cooper Union in New York. And I did the Type at Cooper West version, which was here in San Francisco last year. Oh, Robbie says now the G has a mouth. Like the C is a mouth.
It does. I
This
love
is
it.
the Adobe Live sticker. Very on brand for today. This is, of course, Netflix, because I watch Netflix. This is the Letterform Archive. It's a museum / library / learning space here in San Francisco. Very worth visiting if you're ever in the city.
And
Check
it's
out.
free, right? To visit?
Yeah. Letterformarchive.org. You can visit for free. This says "Kiss Me." It's a custom lettering sticker from a Czech type designer and lettering artist named Petra D in Prague. And there's more, but they're really small. I don't think you can see them, so I feel bad showing them to you. This is from Typographics last year. I mentioned Typographics. Oh, now it's bigger. I mentioned Typographics in New York. It's in June, so if any of you want to go, I'll be there this year. This is an alphabet marketing sticker from XYZ Foundry. They are included in Adobe Fonts, so if you go to Adobe Fonts, look up XYZ. They have really cool typefaces, very fresh, very talented designers. I like eyes. That's pretty much it. I think that's enough.
I feel
Is
like I
that
should get some
satisfying?
stickers now. Now mine feels so plain and compared to yours.
I used to be of that mentality, like no stickers. I don't want to look, like if I go into a meeting, I want to look serious. And then people started giving me stickers and I was running out of places to put them. My suitcases are full of stickers.
Oh,
That's a great
suitcases
place
are great
to put
for
it.
that, yeah.
Yeah, so now it's suitcases. This is done. I need new surfaces now. Permagraphics says, what if you move the OMG over to the right and put the K leading into the M. Oh, that's an interesting idea.
You mean like
So the stem of the K.
like that?
Yeah.
Ah,
That's a cool
I
idea.
love it. Thanks, guys.
The stem
These
of
are
the
all really
K
great.
and the stem of the M collide.
I think that can be a third version for sure.
Glober says, why don't you use letters as smart object? LOL, haha. So funny. You're hilarious. Is that a legitimate question? I think we're just like
I feel like
sketching
I
around
like
right
the
now.
freedom of just cutting and moving them around
Yeah.
and seeing how they fit with each other.
Yeah. That's a great question, Hillary. Speaking of suitcases, what have you done with Away?
Oh, I did a live lettering event for them, and I customized I monogrammed people's initials on the suitcases. It was pretty fun.
Did you have any initials that were hard to do, or?
I wouldn't say hard. I think the style was kind of hard. So I did a casual style, a script style, and then kind of a sans serif. I think the sans serif block letters were a little bit harder because you have to have those straight lines and those perfect curves.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas the scripts and the casuals were a little more forgiving.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
What was the most popular style?
The script.
Yeah.
Yeah. Script and the casuals. Somebody had a really cool initial though. I think I posted it. It was BRB.
Really?
It was his initials, and that
That's
was
so
on the
cool.
suitcase. I was
Like,
"Ah."
I'm away on a trip with
I'm
my Away
so
suitcase.
jealous.
BRB. That's cool. Oh yeah, back to that other K.
Yeah. I
Wonder
feel like
if
there
we
could
can
be
make that
something there.
work.
Well, now the tricky question is where would I put the contrast, you know?
Yeah, that's a tricky one. And with these things, you know, it's always okay to cheat because you want it to be pleasing to the eye, and not every letter has to follow the rules 100%. That's
Right.
what I've learned in school.
Didn't you create your own typeface too?
Yeah.
What was yours called?
It's called Carolina.
Let's
It's
see it.
inspired by uncial lettering, like Celtic medieval, but kind of modern. I modernized it.
Show us.
Oh, okay, in a minute. I'll show you the project on my Behance. Kim, what if you made the C in snacks larger so it looks like the mouth eating the K? Whoa. Everyone likes the C as a mouth.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do that option for everybody. Maybe I'll add that one. I feel like this is gonna be a little bit challenging. The little curve on the K.
I like that.
Yeah, maybe I'll put it with the other letters and see how they feel.
If you make it like a mini version of the N down there, I think it works. Like, just go even thicker. But on the bottom, yeah. Kim, do you always start your letters with shapes?
I do. I do because I feel like I need those parameters for myself to develop the whole phrase. And I think starting it off with shapes helps me see the relationship between the next letters.
Mm-hmm. Do you mainly do lettering or do you also do type design? Have you ever designed a typeface?
Ooh, I mostly do lettering. I've never created my own typeface before, but I want to. I think it's just a whole nother beast. You know, there's so many rules that I don't know about yet, but I would love to try it.
Yeah, maybe you will soon. And with your K, the top part, I would say make sure it's the same thickness as the other thin lines, like the N and M.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's one thing I learned making my own typeface, which I can show you right now on my screen. This is Carolina. So this is the
Oh, that's
artwork
nice.
I created. to show it off. I was thinking like food packaging, something like friendly, showing a little bit of heritage because it's based on historical calligraphy, but also looking a little modern. So
I like it.
yeah.
Oh, you created different weights to it too.
Yeah, so there's regular, italic, and bold. I haven't done the bold italic yet. That's coming one day. But the italic was my favorite thing to do. I really liked it.
Is it for sale somewhere?
No, I still haven't finished. This is it. Yeah. Thanks everyone for watching that. Isaac loves sweet pickles. Thanks, Pokey.
I think I want to start refining the shapes. Which one do you guys think which G should I go with?
Let's get a vote on the G's. Quick vote. 1 or 2.
I'm just gonna.
Thanks, Munir. Thanks, Robbie. And for your S, it's, yeah, I was gonna say,
To make them match.
if your
that.
S is overshooting that much, then everything else should be, or bring it down a little bit.
I'm trying to get to match like that O.
Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. This always happens. It's so close. I'm seeing a lot of 1s.
Huh.
Let me count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 1s. 5 2s and 6 1s. It's very
All right.
close.
I'll go with number 1.
Lena, Munir, Mohammed, Nick, and Jordan said 1.
Let's do it. Let's do number 1.
Oh, Robbie really likes 2.
I don't know if all those 2s count though.
Yeah, because I was counting the 2s, and now you want me to say there's actually 15.
Yeah. This is for all the G's.
I like 1. I think it still works really well, and it's less risky than that whole G thing. Like, it was cool to explore the G, but
Yeah, definitely. I think you
like
just
this.
need to do all the options when you're experimenting and then seeing where it takes you, and then you can decide from there.
yeah. You can do it, Anel. Just start reading books and stuff. Go to workshops.
And just practice every day.
Don't forget the second S for snacks.
Oh, yes, that's true. I'm going to refine this first one right here
Yeah.
and then just copy and paste it.
Hi, Leah. If you're just joining, or for some of you that aren't joining, we are doing custom lettering. Kim has been working in Photoshop, sketching out letters using her Wacom Cintiq tablet. And we're just showing you the process of creating your own lettering and using similar shapes to build out more letters to create a phrase. So we all picked this phrase, we voted, most people wanted the snacks phrase, and that's what we've been doing. And we've been live yesterday and today, and we will be back tomorrow. So there's a lot going on. Check out the replay from yesterday if you weren't here. We showed Kim's plant-based It sounds like vegan, like plant-based diet. Plant-based lettering, it's very healthy. And how she made pins out of her letters and her whole process for that. And she designed some right here in the stream. So you can always check out the replays from yesterday or any other live on the live tab on Behance. Yeah, I agree. So she's still just sketching out, but Permographics says, shouldn't the center of the S, that stroke, be the same thickness as the other ones?
So it should, but I think that I really like the way the contrast looks. See how like how thin those lines look? So I might actually change the other stems for the other letters to look like that.
Yeah.
Because visually I think that looks really nice.
Cool. Yeah, it's all an exploration. Nothing's final yet. Yeah, Rafa, don't forget, today is 36 days _ P. So for those of you taking part in 36 days of type, today is P. I just uploaded my P this morning, and we are going to look at some more submissions in a few minutes. So we'll be going on that hashtag 36 days _ Adobe and looking at all the submissions to the Adobe competition. And you can check out all of that information on the challenge tab right above the chat. This challenge is an Adobe-wide competition that we've started, and it will go until May 8th, which is the end of 36 days of type. And we'll be picking 6 winners on May 8th to win Creative Cloud. So it's really worth participating. It's a great way to get inspired, motivate yourself to do something new every day. Definitely has motivated me, and I can't believe I got myself into it and I have to do something every day.
Have you started thinking about your letter for tomorrow?
Q? Yes.
Like the style for it.
I have. I think it's going to be a scripty lowercase q because I'm kind of bored by the uppercase q.
Have all of your letters been uppercase?
I did a lowercase g too, which is similar looking. So that's funny that my mind wants those two to be lowercase.
So see, I changed the stem of the A.
Yeah.
Just because I like that contrast.
Munir says, C has a negative space of a spoon. Who can see it? That's true. That's cool that you can see the white spaces because that shows that you're really getting a feel for letter design. They say it's all about the white space. No problem, Rafa. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Hi, Philip. Anyone else just joining? Let us know where you're from. Anyone else love designing letters? Hi, Sadora. Hi, Mariangela. From Mexico, welcome. That's a tough curve.
Yeah.
Philip's from Switzerland. Cool, I've never been.
I went to Switzerland for the first time, I think, 2 years ago. I did a road trip through Switzerland.
Wow, that's so
awesome.
nice.
I'm thinking about making the top of this A kind of look a little bit more like this G.
Yeah, so you have to think about how your terminals are going to be ending. If they're all going to be angled or all straight.
Mm-hmm.
And then your C can also be informed by that, which it's already straight.
Yeah.
So I feel like,
Just trying to see like what all the options look like.
yeah. Or you could cut the A off straight, like 90 degrees, a little further in.
Me like this.
Yeah, but straight. Yeah, because the G is totally straight.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like both of those should be similar.
Yeah, definitely.
Larissa from Brazil, Johan from Costa Rica, Haley from Memphis, Tennessee, Munir from Istanbul. You're not in Morocco? Did you move? Talia from Israel, Saman from Virginia. Philip said it must have been a short road trip. Switzerland isn't that big.
Yeah, we went from the top of Switzerland and then to the border of France, and then we took a train to Paris.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was great. We were only there for 11 days, so yeah, it was pretty short. Switzerland's beautiful.
Sadora from Philadelphia but lives in Vegas. Do you like living in Vegas? Stephen says, can you flip the G upside down to make the A? Probably.
Oh, yeah.
It would be a little awkward, but you could
The thing with
maybe
that,
make it smaller.
well, the thing with that too is, even though I am copying and pasting the shapes because they have similar relationships, you also have to adjust up for optically,
Yeah.
because let's see.
If you flip that, it would not look it would not look good.
Yeah, because the bowl actually of the A actually has to be a little bit smaller.
Yeah, so the A needs to fit into that X height. And even if you made this whole thing smaller and fit into the X height, the proportions wouldn't quite be right. So that's kind of like what I was saying earlier, that when we were talking about the K, there's rules that we have, like the contrast should be top and bottom, but then some letters pose different questions, like the K, what's top and bottom on the K? And like you were saying, the A and G are similar shapes, but it doesn't mean they're the same. It means that they evoke the same look, and maybe they make you feel the same way, but we have to use our eye, and it's not all just mathematical copy pasting, or else we would just have a robot make it.
That's why you were talking about the overshoot of the O and how it actually sits a little bit higher and lower than the other letters.
Yeah, so if you have a circle and a square, the circle is going to look smaller than the square if they're the same size. So that's the principle we use in letter design. Anything that's round, we overshoot the line a little bit. So the O is always a little bit out of the bounds of the X, for example. Hi, Jonas. Christine is from Germany. Welcome, Christine. So we've been talking about the different tablets. Kim has been really used to using her Wacom and using her laptop along with it for her keyboard shortcuts. So this is something that has made her really efficient when she works. So she's trying to learn how to use the iPad too. And I think it's just up to you. We've said this a couple times already today. It's up to you and your workflow. I don't think there's a better way. It's just what you prefer, how mobile you are. If you're always like in the same studio or same office and you can have a lot more equipment, maybe it's worth it to have like a bigger Wacom tablet. Maybe you're traveling all the time and the iPad is easier for you to carry around.
Because at this point, I think the iPad and the Wacom, they kind of have pretty similar capabilities. So they can all give you the function you need. So it's all about comfort at this point.
Yeah. What do you like to listen to while you work, Kim?
Oh, I love to listen to really bad TV shows.
But you don't watch it?
I don't watch it. Because I work from home. And I like the sound of being around people.
Yeah.
Because like I said, when I go to a cafe, sometimes it's hard to find an outlet.
Yeah.
So I actually just put on TV shows in the background to make it seem like there are people around. Like The Office is really good. Friends.
Oh, yeah. And you can just have that on Netflix, just keep playing. And then it's like, are you there? And you have to continue, right?
Yeah.
Because you've played like 3 hours. And
Well-
it's like, are you still there? I do that too when I'm home alone. I play The Office.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, any kind of sitcom is great because they're kind of like white noise. What kind of shows do you listen to, or what do you listen to?
I listen to podcasts while I'm working a lot. If I'm doing art or design that doesn't involve a lot of critical thinking. When I'm working at the office, I can't listen to anyone talking because I get really distracted. But if I was doing something like this, I would definitely have a podcast on, or I have my iPad on a little stand. If I'm not working on the iPad, I use it to watch stuff. So I have it on a little stand playing a show like The Office or something I've seen before. So I can just relax.
You don't have to pay attention.
Yeah. And like I laugh for a second and then I'm like, and then I go back. Robbie says, The Office is not a bad show. It's a great show.
No, it's a great show, but I will also list the other bad shows. One Tree Hill.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's mostly because all those shows have really long seasons.
Yeah.
And you don't want to have to think about what to watch next. You just need to pick something that will last for a long time. What else did I watch that was really bad? Oh, Vampire Diaries.
Oh my god.
I feel so ashamed telling everybody this.
It's okay. They serve their purpose for you.
But I don't really listen to it, you know? It's just there for noise.
Yeah. OMG snacks. So, Jonas, we're going to add another S to the end when this is done. So, tomorrow, are we going to work on refining this?
I think I'm going to refine this later tonight and just show you guys the final piece because I feel like everybody just pretty much got the gist of how I build these letters.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I'm going to work on script and flourishes.
Ooh.
And how I approach adding flourishes to scripts.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Just wanted to get that out there so we know what's coming. And then you can be excited for tomorrow. Robbie, One Tree Hill. Ha 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 ha. Everyone's in a great mood today. Everyone's been really funny today.
What is everybody's guilty pleasure for their TV shows now that we're talking about this?
That's a good question. Hi, Ashi. Guilty pleasure TV show. I love Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Oh my gosh, that's a good guilty pleasure one.
It's so guilty that I'm ashamed.
Have you seen all of the seasons?
Yes, I'm very informed about their lives.
Yeah.
I keep up very well. I wish I spent my time doing something more educational.
That's okay.
That's why I listen to podcasts, to counteract my
that's a good point.
Non-education.
Botch is a good one.
Botched is a good guilty pleasure.
Isaac, you don't watch The Bachelor.
He's trying to fit in. Roswell. I've never seen that. Oh, Hannah also watches Keeping Up. Val's guilty pleasure is that Originals spinoff, Legacies.
Oh no! Don't tell me that because now I might.
Thing?
No, it's the spinoff of Vampire Diaries.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Now we have to all go binge watch these shows.
Netflix is gonna be, what is happening? How did we get a spike on these shows? I feel like the majority of those shows came from the CW too, right?
Yeah. The origin of all guilty pleasures, the CW. Is that where the Pretty Little Liars came from?
I don't know.
I watched that for a little bit back in the day. I feel like that would be in that category.
Oh, yeah. There are some shows that are so bad that I can't deal.
Less than 2 minutes before we check out some of the submissions for the 36 Days of Type. So we're going to spend a few minutes looking at what everyone has submitted for today's letter P. And if you want to see your work on stream, submit in the next minute or so, and maybe you'll show up on the most recent. And if you see yourself on the screen here, let us know in the chat, because sometimes your name on Instagram will be different, so I don't know if we're looking at you or someone else. Lena says, I still don't know how I managed to finish Pretty Little Liars. We all watch things, and it's like you watch something for hours and then you're like, did I gain anything from this? Do I even remember what happened? Can we flip ourselves, Paco, so that we see what she's doing on the... Oh, that's fine.
Oh, is it because I was zoomed in really close?
I was just in front of you.
Oh.
And now
hello.
we're flipped.
Hi.
We can flip around.
I need to do that. Fix the stem on the M and the N next after this.
Yeah. Kim was saying that she listens to Adobe Live kind of like a podcast.
Yeah, it's actually really good for a podcast because it's. But then you kind of have to pay
Good white
attention
noise.
too.
Yeah, it's like if you've already seen a stream, you can use it as white noise or as a podcast. But if you don't see what they're doing, you're like, what do they mean?
I wonder if I should make the stem of this one. A little bit thinner.
Hey, 7-Up, welcome. I think it looks cool if everything is thin like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like once you fix the N,
Mm-hmm.
that word is gonna look really cool.
Yeah.
And the side of the C, maybe
This
maybe
part.
that could be a little thinner to
Yeah,
look
definitely.
more harmonious. Yeah.
Yeah. I see it. Teamwork.
Yeah. Okay. So let's take a little break and look at some submissions. So this is what we've done so far with Kim, and then we're going to go to my screen. All right. So this is under this hashtag 36 days Adobe. There's already 33,000 posts. That's pretty cool. And here are the top posts. So I guess they got the most likes. Look at this P.
Whoa.
That's cool.
Is that a motion piece?
No.
Oh, that was part of the inspiration, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Very cool. Okay. Look at this N.
Oh, whoa.
It has like basketball texture. That's cool. I wonder if they used Adobe Dimension to make that. Okay, so here are the most recents. Let's look at the P's.
Whoa.
Oh, the Mumbai Police Force. Huh.
Look at all the details in that illustration.
Yeah. That's cool. I like how you made the road follow the P.
Mm-hmm.
Giant Octopus Studio. That's cool. So let us know if any of these are yours. Let us know in the chat. Mukul says, I just saw your Insta story and it reminded me about the stream. Yes, that's what it was supposed to
Yay.
do. I'm glad you saw it.
These are cool textures.
Spiritual Rhino. Yeah, this looks like you just threw paint at your computer.
I wonder if that was done digitally or if he did it live and scanned it in person and scanned it in. Pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Or maybe this is just an image
That masked out.
masked, yeah. Cool. From Mumbai. Here's a K from a couple days ago. Oh, look at this. Petunia. So this, I feel like the P was an afterthought in this thing.
Even without that P, the way they collage the flower and the woman, it looks like a P too.
Oh, that's true.
So they almost didn't even need that second P.
Yeah, I would say for those of you, I mean, this is supposed to be feedback, even though everyone's doing such a great job on this project and it's so personal to everybody. Since it is about creating a letter, I would say do more with the elements that you're using to create the shape of a letter rather than just adding a P on top of what you did. Because I think it would be so much more powerful if you just used your shapes to create the P.
Yeah, I feel like you're almost there with the collages.
Yeah. Oh, is this a P? Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
See, it makes you think. I mean, it's not obviously a P, but this person obviously put some more thought into how their shape could become a letter.
I'm curious to see what the other ones look like now.
Yeah. I wonder if they...
Let's see. They all do a person?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Wow, look at this. I love that.
I would have never thought to do angles like that for the letters.
Yeah, you would
know?
think of someone doing this,
Yeah.
like creating it with their body, but
Yeah.
just thinking of it with different angles is so creative.
What's
It's very
this person's
impressive.
name?
You are Jazvi.
Great job.
Great job.
Yeah, these are great.
I feel like that had so many likes. Like all of these are getting a lot of traction.
Wait, what was the eye? Is it the guy holding up stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Stuff, stress, matter, life, work. Oh, such a burden.
Matter. I've never thought of matter as something that...
Does it matter? Cool, that was really awesome.
Yeah.
Harry Poster.
That's cool. It's abstract.
Oh, this is a bee. Different bees. Whoa, look at this texture.
It's like a monster, right?
Freak monster. Mr. Paco. The broth from Nicholas.
Paco, do you
It
like
doesn't
it?
really look like Paco. Whoa, this texture is really freaky. I don't know. It's definitely feeling monstrous to me.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely achieved that. I like this, how it's lit up. The light is really cool. I wonder how they created that. Cinema 4D.
Oh, that's cool.
Very nice.
I like the textures in that, too.
Yeah.
It kind of looks vintage.
Yeah. I wonder if they used texture brushes to create this effect. Whoops, I lost it now. Oh, nice one. Past and present.
Ooh. It's like a crystal.
Yeah.
I love
It's
it.
like a prism.
Nice. Process, progress, perfection. Whoa.
Oh, this P is hiding. It looks like pencil. P for pencil? P for balloon? It's hard to figure out where to put those highlights to make it. Have you ever made a mock-up of a balloon?
No, I haven't. But there's an artist out there that does that. I need to think of the person, but he makes really realistic balloon letters.
I think Ian Barnard did that.
He did?
Yeah. I think he posted a video of it
Let me see
last
if I can find who that is.
week or something. P is for pizza and pasta. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, these colors are really cool.
Those are really fun patterns, too, in the back.
Yeah. Each one of these could be its own thing. Miguel. Very nice. Do any of you know the profiles we're showing, or any of these you? Any of you watching?
That one's pretty cool. Oh, look at this M.
Wow.
That's fun.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like this. I'm like shocked.
You
Very
kind of
nice.
usually see the decoration in the middle, more of a serif, but
Yeah.
it's interesting to see it in the middle of the letter.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's this? Whoa.
Whoa.
They kind of look like sound waves.
That's crazy. Letter species.
Peter Pan.
Aw.
That's awesome.
Whoa.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, Cecina Pound Peep. Classic art.
Whoa, what letter is this?
M for
M.
maple. Oh,
I see it.
yeah. Now
Just
that
like the
you say
arms.
so, I would say try to make it a little more obvious.
Maybe if she had the legs more outwards so they can be the bottom of the M.
Yeah. I think there's ways, or like highlighting the M shape in the wing things
Yeah.
would help.
Oh, this one's cool.
Wow. And all these were posted like less than 30 minutes ago. There's so many posts.
I love the gradients in that last one.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Just using it to create the shapes.
Cool. It looks
Whoa.
like macaroons. Macarons.
We're just thinking about snacks at this
I
point.
know.
A neon pea, that's nice.
Oh. This person has a tutorial for making letters look like neon light tubes. That's always useful to know. That's always super impressive to make fake neon. Peter and Wendy. 36 days of type based off of books. That's cool.
I'm actually surprised there's not a lot more Peter Pan peas.
Yeah. Multiple P. I like how it's a spectrum of weight and width of the P. It's like condensed and thin and then expanded and heavy.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Very cool, Jeff.
Very clean, simple.
Whoa.
I like the style of
reminds me-
illustration.
Yeah, it looks kind of like SpongeBob to me.
Whoa.
Ah.
It's like a little pea universe.
Universe.
Pokey says, I
can't
really
look at
like
that
most of
anymore.
these, but I wonder if it's because of the letter Pokey.
Oh, yeah. Pokey. It's because your name is Pokey. Everyone likes their name. Oh, that's an N. Interesting.
Like a flipped M maybe? Like the other side is the stem.
Another pixel. I did a pixel P too. Whoa, a maze.
Whoa. What was that one?
Oh my gosh. This is a K. I think that was an L.
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out that one.
It looks like... I don't even know.
I kind of thought it was a seahorse at first.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know what to say. That's kind of crazy.
I would love to know how long it took.
I know. M is for nonsense. How is this an M? I don't know.
I kind of thought it was an H at first.
Oh, I see what they're trying to do.
They split it?
Yeah. I guess If you really want to see the M, you see it. I. Oh, that's cool. Same guy.
Mm-hmm. Whoa. Oh, that's a pretty P.
Oh, nice one, Tara. Very pretty.
Tara's really good at those flourishes.
Yeah? Do you know her?
Yeah, we saw one of her pieces yesterday too. It was like,
Oh, yeah. Cool. Well, I think that's a good place to end with looking at these. And do you want to continue working on your thing for the next 10 minutes?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So let's go back to Photoshop, and we'll continue working on this. And it's been really cool to see everyone's submissions. What was your favorite style of P that you saw? I didn't really see a lot of things you were saying. P mania, yeah. Ashi says creative. Yeah, everyone's been super creative. I think it's great to see what people do with a prompt that's so defined. Like, we all know what letters are supposed to look like, and we all see them every day. And how you can make it look unique without compromising on recognition, like the M that we couldn't recognize. You kind of want it to look like the letter immediately, or at least in a couple seconds. Like, you don't want to take 5 seconds for someone to read it, but sometimes it works if you're being really creative and if you have a wider theme for your whole alphabet. Anna says P is for pie. Who else is hungry? Anna's definitely hungry. We're hungry.
I'm definitely hungry. Did you hear my stomach growl a little bit earlier?
Rob asked, did someone's stomach growl? And
That was me.
I didn't hear it, so I didn't know.
I heard it, and I was just hoping nobody else heard it.
It's okay. We'll feed her soon.
They take good care of me, guys. Don't worry.
Okay, so we're making the stems a little bit thinner. Hannah says she's gonna go get that iced coffee now. Okay. Good to see you, Hannah.
Thanks for joining, Hannah.
Come back tomorrow.
More peas.
Rob says, tummy thunder.
No, Rob.
He heard it.
Yeah. Rob calling me out.
I think the microphone is stronger than my ears because she has a microphone right above her. I don't hear stuff. Val says, my stomach always growls on Adobe Live, even if I ate before walking in. It's a curse. There is something about being in here that makes you hungry. Every time. I eat breakfast, I come in here and I'm like, oh my god, snacks. Richard, glad you liked the P's. Are you participating in 36 Days of Type? Annelle liked Tara's P. Yeah, that was really
that
pretty.
was really pretty.
I still have it on my screen. I'm still staring at it.
I feel like this pen still needs to get a little bit thinner.
Jordan says, blame the chat for being hungry.
We did
Yeah.
just talk about snacks this whole stream.
Rob is drawing while listening. What are you drawing, Rob? We want to know. Oh. Good job, Nuno. You posted. Which letters did you post? Hey, Holes. Hi, Anthony. Are any of you going to stay on to see the XD Daily Challenge today? That's going to be coming up right after this. And
What's the challenge?
I don't know.
Do you guys just announce it the day of?
I didn't tune in yesterday, so I don't know if it's continuing from yesterday. But I can look it up. Hey, Mateen. Do you prefer hand-done type or very crisp, refined type? Isaac has great questions today.
Isaac, you're on it. Definitely hand-done. Yeah. I think we were talking about the brush that I used yesterday and why I liked it. Just because it has those edges.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it gives it more character.
So for that XD Daily Challenge, the summary says, join host Howard Pinsky, complete 9 challenges by April 26th, and you'll be on your way to sharpening your skills. So you can tune in to get your questions answered. Like if you're working on prototyping something, if you're learning how to use XD, Howard is there to answer your questions and prompt you with small challenges. So it's all about learning and like being introduced to the tool for beginners. Oh, Munir says, I think it's about making a drop-down menu. Oh, Rocio says, yesterday was a drop-down menu. Today is different. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, so it's something, I think, a manageable challenge within the time frame, a small task. And as Val says, there's always the replay tab. You can always watch yesterday's. Oh, the M is huge.
I know. How did it get so big?
How did it get big?
I'll bring it back. I think it's just those little stems.
It's actually bigger, though. Maybe something
Oh, you know
dragged.
what? I know what it is. Don't worry, guys. I'm on it.
You should see her shortcuts. Her hand is like playing the piano.
It could almost be ASMR.
Yeah.
If you just recorded me tomorrow.
Oh, I can show your hand with the GoPro.
Wait, no. Well, you can. It's
Your
fine.
ring is so beautiful.
You can. Hi, guys. This is my hand.
That was her hand. For those of you that were trying to imagine what it looked like.
I mean, we can leave it. I guess. It's fine. It was just really funny.
So we have another 3 minutes left, but we'll just continue. So for those of you that are joining us tomorrow, if you can come again tomorrow, we'd love to have you. We will be doing a different project. So Kim is going to be working on a script lettering piece and showing how she incorporates flourishes into her script lettering. So it's a totally different style. She's going to refine this later today.
And I'll show it to you tomorrow, the finished piece.
We'll show you the finished piece. It's going to be kind of like a cooking show tomorrow. She'll be like, this is the process and here it is finished. So you're actually seeing her raw process right now, which has been really valuable to see how she gets started from a blank artboard and creates this composition of a quote. And this is a cool way to practice if you ever want to get a logo type job or branding job, or just want to experiment with your lettering by finding fun quotes to do to prompt you to create a new style. 2 minutes left.
2 minutes. See if
Do
I
you think you can
this
finish
end.
the end?
Yeah, let's do this. The arch was too wide. That was the thing.
That looks better.
Yeah. Just need to fix the stems and we should be good.
Nice. Raul says, where can I find the Kim Van Vu brush package? Are you going to create your own brushes?
No, but you can get these really good free ones from Adobe.
The Kim Vu package is Kyle Webster. Gosh, my stomach just rumbled.
Was yours too? Was that
Yeah.
yours? I heard it and I thought it was mine.
We have to go now. Kim, we have to say bye.
Okay, bye guys.
Thanks for joining, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow, same time.
We're gonna
for
go get
script
some
lettering.
snacks.
Yes, time for snacks. Bye.